All right, we are recording, and I need you both to acknowledge that you know that you're being recorded and that this will be put up on the internet. Okay. And could you please say your names for me?
My name is Shayla Jones.
My name's Stefan Jones.
Okay. And what is your relationship to Shalandra?
I'm your mercy.
Yeah, I'm the son of Shalon.
Okay. And how old are you both?
I'm 20.
I'm 18.
Okay. So, you know, over a year ago, your mom got pulled over and there was an ensuing media storm. What happened for you guys?
She just came home crying and wouldn't tell nobody what she was mad about. But you knew it was something. When we finally found out, I was mad because I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, if it was a white man, black cop, the black cop would have got in trouble. He wouldn't have been able to do anything. He probably would have lost his job. But they trying to save this officer for something that he did wrong. And trying to make my mom look like the bad person. And she's not. I just feel like it's wrong in so many ways. I feel like more people should realize that and help. Because it could be somebody else. It could be somebody else's mama. And that person might not take it as well. That person might commit suicide or do anything.
Now, your mom's been HIV positive since 2001, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you all known that?
Yeah.
She didn't tell us at first. I knew, but she didn't tell us at first. We had to, I asked her when she was sitting in the bathroom why she take her medicine, and she just started crying.
She brought us all in the living room.
Yep.
She took us all in the living room.
Moved the table, set a blanket on the floor. My sister and my brother, they cried so hard, but I didn't cry because I already knew. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was. But I always knew.
So obviously your mom now gets outed in the media from this cop saying, you know, because you're HIV positive, I'm giving you a ticket. What happened with your friends, with your life? I mean, did you guys have any negative impacts?
Well,
I'll start with you first.
As far as my friends, I really got selective friends. So if he's my friend, basically he's like my brother. And as far as that goes, he's my mom's son just as well. So they already knew the information. They knew as far as my mom's status, they knew they was cool with. So I really didn't have as hard of a time as my sisters did or as she did. Because as she, went in through high school, she was getting bullied, which is why she started her campaign herself. But me, mine was, I just stayed out of the light, They knew my mom, but they really didn't know the exposure of her status. She would want to come speak at my school and stuff like that, but I felt like it wasn't any, need to, because I felt I was already getting antagonized in school. I already had a hard time in school as far as that went. So I felt like it wasn't any, I didn't need that on my plate as far as the school.
High school kids, they say whatever they want to say, whatever they want to say. Like my first year of high school, I was in 9th grade, and I was sitting in the gym with someone who was supposed to have been my friend. And she just came up to me and was like, "Your mama got AIDS?" Like, in front of everybody. That made me mad. So I just ran out the gym and just started crying again. The gym teacher didn't want to even let me call my mom. Because he didn't understand. And now I don't really care. If somebody used to ask me, because I get asked all the time, when somebody find out my last name or they see my mom's name on my tattoo on my back, they be like, "Oh my God, that's your mama?" Like, "Oh my God, you lying, that's not your mama." And I be like, "Yeah, that's my mama." Like, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually glad that my mama go through what she go through, because she probably wouldn't be the person she is.
It makes us a lot stronger as a family because it's not that many of us. You have like a handful of us, really. You know, as far as my mom's family goes, you got a slight handful. So we try to stick together, you know, as tight as we can because outside of the house is just it's the world, really. You know, it's the world. So they don't care about other people's feelings, which I can speak on as far as the cop because place yourself in my mom's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
What if somebody did that to you?
What if that happened to you? You know, would have tried to go as far as my mom did, or would you have just shut down? You know, that's the whole reason, the whole thing about it. Like she said, she's scared of the cops. She's scared of the police.
Yeah.
You know, like she's terrified.
Like, you know how the light go off on your phone? The flashing light. It's scary sometimes that she thinks the police. But she just don't like the police at all. She gets nervous and she just starts breathing.
Did you all see the video of the
Yes,
police
I
stop? What was your reaction?
I wanted to go to the Dearborn police station and I wanted to cuss them out because why would you let one of your officers, somebody who's supposed to be here to protect the people and make sure everybody's okay and make sure nothing wrong happening and behind your back they just, and then obviously he didn't care because he knew he had a dash cam. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was saying. He knew he was saying it loud enough for the dash cam to hear him. So he didn't care. I personally don't know why he still have a job. Right? I have, and I'm just being honest, I have no respect for that officer because he totally disrespected my mom. Like, if this wouldn't happen, my mama, she would have been the same. She still is the same person, but you could tell some of the stuff is coming back from when she first found out she was HIV positive. Because at first she didn't care. She was like, oh well. But nah, this happened. She everywhere, all over the news, and we would just be sitting there watching TV, and I'd be like, oh, there go my mom, and people be like, what? That's your mom? It's crazy.
Yeah, it kind of hit me. It kind of hit me as far as like, when my mom said she can Google her name. When I was able to Google my mom's name in school, and the person who was sitting next to me was just like, isn't that your mom? So all the information was there, you know, it was clear as day. It was there about my parent and as far as what she go through. So I had no choice but to, you know, say, yeah, that's my mom. You seen her come up here before, so yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, that's her. But I can say I really don't have too much of a hard time with it. You know, it is what it is. You know, everybody live, everybody die. It's just you got to make the right choices to do what you got to do in your life. You know, my mom made the choice to go as far as she did. She could have easily gave up, easily. You know, it takes a strong person, it takes a determined person, and it takes a person with integrity to go as far as my mom did. So me, I was kind of confused on, you know, some of the comments that was on the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was some derogatory comments and it was some, you know, some positive comments. As far as the derogatory comments go, that's where I got confused at because, like I said, place yourself in my mom's shoes. You know, what if you had it? Some people don't know her story. You know, but a person who they think she was just, you know, slanging loose. They thought, you know, she was hot, which is not even the case. My mom was with my dad. My mom was with my dad for 11 years straight. You know, and unfortunately, my dad was a swanger himself. You know, so I'm just being honest. You know, it's just one of those type of relationships. You feel me? It's just one of those. You just gotta understand your story. You gotta protect yourself, and you gotta be considerate about other people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You've started an anti-bullying campaign. Tell us a little bit about it. What's the name of it?
It's called Let's Put an End to Bullying. And I actually started because I was tired of feeling down and sad and oh my God, I feel like my mom is the only mom on the planet with HIV, but it's not. When I started going to meetings with my mom and I really found out, the other people, it made me want to help other teenage girls after high school, maybe going through the same thing that I'm going through. Males, I feel like males handle it different because males don't always put their feelings on the table, wear their feelings on their sleeve, like they hide it. So if they feeling down and say, you're not really gonna know. With me, if something bothers me, you're gonna know because you're gonna see it over my face. So I really just started to help people and to make other girls feel like it's nothing to be ashamed of. You're always gonna be here.
So, what would you give as a message to other teenagers whose parents are HIV positive, or to teenagers who are HIV positive?
Don't let no one put you down. You just gotta keep your head up because regardless of the fact what they say, you still gonna be you. If you're HIV positive, if you're not HIV positive, it's always gonna be the same. Regardless if they say something bad or good, you still just gotta keep it moving. And I learned that the hard way.
It all falls on you. You know, it all falls on you. You gotta be responsible of taking your medicine. You know, you're responsible of your actions. You're responsible of what you do of staying healthy. Because who cares what the next person says? Really, you know what I'm saying? They ain't paying for your pills, your prescription. They ain't keeping you alive. So you know, I'm happy for my mom. Really. I'm really proud of my mom because my mom went from putting curtains up, not even curtains, covers. From putting covers up on the windows, you know, locking the doors, not even letting us go outside, you know, from speaking to schools, speaking in public. And I'm proud of my mom. I love her to death. So I'm thankful.
Okay. Anything you guys want to add that I didn't ask?
I just really hope that this officer really gets what he deserves. That's all I want to add.
I just hope he get a reality check.
That's what I'm
Get a wake up call. I don't wish anything bad on anyone.
Nothing bad.
I know, I'm just saying, I just don't wish anything bad on him. I just wish that he, you know what I'm saying, look at this, hopefully, look at this and just put himself in her shoes, really. You know what I'm saying? And his kids sitting right here discussing their mom, his status. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for us. I don't hate you. Not at all.